Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Energy conservation will play a crucial role in combating the challenges of climate change and global warming, says President Draupadi Murmu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks MPs to encourage people's involvement in G20. United Nations Secretary General calls for de-escalation of tensions between India and China. Government approves revival package of 1,64,000 crore rupees for BSNL. In sports, first test match between India and Bangladesh underway at Chattogram, and France to lock horns with Morocco in second semi-final of FIFA World Cup tonight. And now the news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu has said that energy conservation will play a crucial role in combating the challenges of climate change and global warming. Addressing the National Energy Conservation Day celebrations in New Delhi today, the President said that India's per capita emission is less than one-third of the world's average emission, which reflects its strong commitment towards conserving the environment.
ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की चुनौतियों का सामना करने की संदर्भ में ऊर्जा संरक्षण वैश्विक प्राथमिकता भी है और हमारी राष्ट्रीय प्राथमिकता भी है। एक जिम्मेदार देश के रूप में भारत पर्यावरण के क्षेत्र में अग्रणी योगदान दे रहे हैं। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स के मानकों तथा पेरिस एग्रीमेंट के तहत नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा क्षमता की अपनी कुछ प्रतिबद्धताओं को भारत ने नियत अवधि से पहले ही प्राप्त कर लिया है।
The President also called for maintaining a balance between nature and progress necessary for human development. Speaking at the event, Power Minister R.K. Singh said India is on the track to achieve its carbon emission targets well before time. Talking about the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022, he said that the country is relentlessly marching ahead towards the target of reducing carbon intensity by 45% by 2030.
The passing of the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill in the Parliament enables the government to establish a carbon trading mechanism and prescribe minimum percentages of non-fossil fuels to be used for consumption. This is expected to further encourage energy savings and further reduce emissions as well as energy costs. This is expected to create a robust carbon market that will incentivize the shift to clean fuels.
On the occasion, the President felicitated the winners of National Energy Conservation and National Energy Efficiency Innovation. She also unveiled the EV Yatra portal and mobile application during the event. These two digital systems aim at creating awareness about e-mobility in the country so that people could use it at large. Delegates of G20's Development Working Group are discussing accelerating progress on the Sustainable Development Goals in Mumbai today. The meeting started with a video message by Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra. Discussions will cover the proposed high-level principles and the immediate development impact of current disruptions in food, energy and financial market. India will focus on poverty reduction, local, inclusive and environmentally conscious development, and access to finance and technology. The Development Working Group's meeting will focus on improving the resilience of least development countries and small island developing states, role of international financial institutions and multilateral development bank, and coordination with the G20 finance track for effective solutions. On the cultural front, delegates visiting Mumbai for the Development Working Group's meeting were enthralled by the showcase of Maharashtra's culture, tradition and heritage. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
Delegates arriving at the meeting venue of side events were welcomed by Shankarnath. Visiting guests also appreciated the live performance of sitar, tabla and flute. Later at cultural program venue, the G20 guests were accorded a traditional Marathi welcome with feta. G20 representatives also witnessed beautiful performances of Lavani, Koli dance, Jogwa and Gondal. At Gateway of India, delegates witnessed the performance of Puneri Dhol. Jivan Bhavsar, Air News, Mumbai.
The G20 finance track led by finance ministers and central bank governors of G20 countries in Bengaluru is dwelling on economic and financial issues perplexing the world. This is a precursor to the G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting to be held between February 23rd and 25th next year in Bengaluru. We'll have more from our correspondent.
The G20 finance track is discussing key issues of relevance for the global economy, the international financial architecture, infrastructure development and financing, sustainable finance, global health, international taxation, and financial sector issues including financial inclusion are part of the agenda under discussion in the meeting. On the sidelines, panel discussion is held on strengthening multilateral development banks to address shared global challenges of the 21st century. A seminar on the role of central banks in green financing is also part of the event. The discussion in the finance track will ultimately reflect in the G20 leaders' declaration. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today gave a clarion call to all the MPs that everyone should be involved in events related to G20 as it is India's program and not a government program. Addressing the BJP Parliamentary Party meeting in New Delhi this morning, Mr. Modi asked the MPs to come up with ideas on how more and more people can be involved in the events related to G20. This was informed by Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi while briefing media after the meeting.
G20 सरकार का कार्यक्रम नहीं है, G20 भारत का कार्यक्रम है और ये भारत का लोगों का कार्यक्रम बनना चाहिए। सब लोग इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए। जिस शहर में G20 का कार्यक्रम होता है उस शहर में हम और ज्यादा इंतजाम करके लोगों को इन्वॉल्व करके स्वच्छता कार्यक्रम करना चाहिए। जो विदेशी मेहमान आएंगे, अतिथि देवो भव, इसका अपनाते हुए उनको स्वागत करना चाहिए। लोगों को इसमें कैसे इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं, इनोवेटिव आप थिंकिंग करो, ऐसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमारे सब एमपी गण को उन्होंने आह्वान किया है।
On the occasion, the Prime Minister was felicitated for BJP's victory in Gujarat Assembly polls. Mr. Modi gave credit for the victory to the state party chief C.R. Patil, BJP National President J.P. Nadda and the party workers. In the meeting, a presentation was also made by Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw on the economic situation of the country. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
You are listening to our program Northeast Diary, bringing you enchanting stories from the northeastern part of India. This program is broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on FM Gold and on our app News on AIR. We look forward to you walking this journey with us twice a week, every week.
Welcome back. The Rajya Sabha today witnessed a protest over the Indo-China border issue. When the House met this morning, opposition parties, including Congress, RJD, Left and others, demanded a discussion over the issue. Leader of Opposition Mallikarjun Kharge said they want a detailed discussion over the Chinese aggression as it is a matter of national security. On Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's statement on the issue, he said, mere statement on this matter is not enough. He accused the government of running away from discussion. Meanwhile, Deputy Chairman Harivansh said the leader of opposition was given the opportunity to speak on this matter yesterday. Later, opposition parties including Congress, RJD, Left, TMC, Samajwadi Party, Shiv Sena, AAP and others staged a walkout from the House. In Lok Sabha also, members from Congress, TMC, DMK and others staged a walkout for not allowing discussion over the issue. Earlier in the morning, opposition leaders held a meeting and chalked out their strategy in the parliament over India-China border issue. The meeting, convened by Leader of Opposition in Rajya Sabha Mallikarjun Kharge, was attended by DMK leader T.R. Balu, Ram Gopal Yadav of Samajwadi Party, Priyanka Chaturvedi of Shiv Sena, Binoy Viswam of CPM and others. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for a de-escalation of tensions between India and China. The spokesperson to the UN Secretary-General, Stefan Dujarric, made the remarks during a press briefing yesterday. Mr. Stefan Dujarric said they have seen these reports and they call for a de-escalation and to ensure that the tensions in that area do not grow. The United States has described the Chinese incursion in Tawang region of Arunachal Pradesh as a growing trend by Beijing to assert itself and to be provocative in areas directed towards U.S. allies. During a press briefing, Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder said the U.S. will continue to remain steadfast in its commitment to ensure the security of its partners. Mr. Ryder said the U.S. fully support India's ongoing efforts to de-escalate the situation. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said they are glad to hear that both sides have quickly disengaged. The government has approved a large revival package of 1,64,000 crore rupees for revival of the BSNL. Replying to supplementaries during the question hour in Lok Sabha today, Communications Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said this project will totally transform the BSNL. The revival measures focus on infusing fresh capital for upgrading BSNL services, allocating spectrum, de-stressing its balance sheet and augmenting its fibre network.
Honorable Prime Minister has approved a very large revival package of 1,64,000 crore for revival of BSNL. And this project will totally transform BSNL. BSNL is going to implement indigenously developed 4G and 5G technologies.
He said it is a matter of pride that India's engineers developed 4G and 5G technology end-to-end in line with Prime Minister's Make in India initiative. The minister said the days have gone when BSNL was a cash cow. He alleged that BSNL went through a very bad phase of its life, primarily because lots of funds in BSNL were diverted away earlier. The government today clarified that there is no proposal under consideration to increase the maximum speed limit to 140 km per hour on the expressways. This was stated by Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha. He also denied that the government is planning to change the speed limits on national highways, state highways, two-lane roads and city roads. The issue of surge in the sudden deaths during workout in gyms was raised in the Lok Sabha today during 0 hour. BJP MP from Gorakhpur, Ravi Kishan, said that many people, particularly youngsters, including some of his friends from Bollywood, have died in recent months while working out in gyms. He demanded that Health Ministry should form an investigation committee to look into whether protein supplements being provided or recommended by gyms have any role in these deaths. In cricket, India were 185 for 4 against Bangladesh in the first test match at Zahoor Ahmad Chaudhry Stadium in Chattogram. When reports last came in, Cheteshwar Pujara on 49 and Shreyas Iyer on 45 were at the crease. Rishabh Pant made 46 runs. For Bangladesh, Taijul Islam took 2 wickets. Khalid Ahmed and Mehdi Hassan Miraz got 1 wicket each. In the FIFA World Cup, Argentina stormed into the final after beating Croatia 3-0 in the first semi-final at Lusail Iconic Stadium in Qatar last night. The second semi-final will be played between France and Morocco tonight at 12:30 a.m. Indian time. The final will be played on Sunday. Now let's have a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi is likely to have mist. Mumbai is likely to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Kolkata will have mainly clear sky, while Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Energy conservation will play a crucial role in combating the challenges of climate change and global warming, says President Draupadi Murmu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks MPs to encourage people's involvement in G20. United Nations Secretary General calls for de-escalation of tensions between India and China. Government approves revival package of 1,64,000 crore rupees for BSNL. In sports, first test match between India and Bangladesh underway at Chattogram, and France to lock horns with Morocco in second semi-final of FIFA World Cup tonight. And with that, we end the Midday News.